Hello, everybody. Well, say hello to everybody. Good to see you. Glad you're here. If you enjoy our videos, click that little. There's a button. I don't know where it's at. It's in the description. I know. There's a lot of things in the description. Like our apparel store and our link to our Facebook group called Hopper Nation. If you enjoy watching some of the things we do, lots of machine work and porting and crazy stuff like that. For some, if you're just seeing this video, you have to go back a couple videos of more than maybe a couple. I don't know. Anyway, I would explain it to you better, but I'm a man of hard to figure out. This is the saw that I've done all the machine work on the cylinder. Done the porting and stuff like that. And I pretty much got to where I want the cylinder. I got the time, and I don't remember the numbers right offhand. But nonetheless, it's ready to be put together. But this wasn't a whole saw. This was just parts of a saw. So this is kind of what it's like when I build a saw from pieces. You see I got another one here. I'm going to take the floor plate out of this one. I've got a cylinder here that's got the spring mount on it that we need. I got to find a wiring harness, kill switch. First one thing and another. I want to try to show how I do this, but I don't think I can't film all of it because it takes me a good little while to find all this stuff. But I'm just kind of giving an idea of what I do to find this stuff. That screw hole in that cylinder's a little bit buggery. But I'm not going to tap it because we all know them mounts come loose. So if the screw's a little hard to screw in there, maybe it won't come loose. Yeah. I've got several pieces of saws laying around. And just so you have an idea of this is really what I do. I go find saws, I take the pieces off of them, and some will say, well, why didn't you use this bottom end? Well, the bearing's out of this bottom end over here. So there's our floor plate and a vent hose, which the piece has been robbed off the vent. This one's in there. We'll probably just switch them around. I needed that, and this one has a ground wire for the kill switch. So we'll just go ahead and roll that one off of there. I know I'm just jumping right into this, but we got a lot to film, so I'm gonna try to keep it short and sweet. All right, there's a kill switch wire. We needed that. We got the throttle cable. We got the flywheel. We don't have a flywheel nut, but I know where there's one at. So this one has no clutch, no park brake, or chain brake. So I'm gonna set it back over here. And I put flywheel nuts right here the other day. So I'm just gonna simply walk over here, get a flywheel nut. I wish I had a flat washer to go in there, but I don't. But this is a flanged nut. This nut's got a washer on it, I think. We'll see if it'll tighten up. It should. Hopefully y'all can hear me okay. I got the air conditioning turned off. Put that on there. See if she tightens down. I think it will. Alright. We've got our air dam. It goes in there. I've got a bag of stuff from another saw that's smashed by a tree. Not the right one. Well, there's that. That's a little crooked and chunked up. That's the X-Torque carburetor. There's the X-Torque housing. There's another air dam. Oh, there's a good bit of stuff in here. Oh, there's a clutch drum. Hey, look. Hey, we got all kinds of stuff in here. I just dumped this out on the table. There's some dirt in here too, so we're just going to kind of pour this out, go over it. Look, there's the heater for the carburetor. That one saw had a heater and all on it, so I'll probably be selling that stuff. There's the heater for the carburetor. There's that heater. I'd say that dog's a little bent. I'd say that we don't need that. There's some other pieces. There's part of the oil pump. Apparently it broke the oil pump. Okay, so all right, I gotta go look in the filing cabinet for some more things because I can see what I need. I'll be back in a minute. All right, I found a few things up and been going through a couple of pieces here and there because I've just got random stuff going every which direction. Oh yeah, I haven't put the ground wire on yet. I better ought to do that right quick. And of course I dropped the screw out of it somewhere. Ground wire. Hook it to the switch. I'm going to hook it on the bottom one. That way if it makes contact with anything, it won't matter, because it'll be on the bottom. I was looking at a couple different carburetor setups before I come back. Well, I had two ground wires here on the table. Well, would you look at that? Oh well. We only need one. That's the main thing. I was trying to do the X-Torque carburetor, but for some reason the intakes that I have right now, they will not seal up with that carburetor. I don't know why that is. They normally work, but I don't have an OEM intake right now. That might be part of it. All these intakes are aftermarket. One's a Farmer Tech one and one's a Taiwanese clone that I got from the Duke, which is supposed to be relatively decent quality. So yeah, I got that going for me. We're going to use a piece of this old wiring harness. Well, it's not an old wiring harness, it's a new wiring harness, but it's a new aftermarket wiring harness that I had just laying in the drawer over there. It don't have the right end on that end, but it's got the right end on this end. So I'm just gonna see if I can't hook that up, let it hang through there, and it'll make it over there, and we're going to put the end on it we need here directly. We'll put the end on it we want here directly. I'm going to try to set this thing back down in here. Floor plate, what I call it. Hopefully everything will go in here. Sometimes these are a little bit of a pickle to put in. Well, that one went in okay. I'm curious to get this thing together. I want to see how it runs. There's 4 plate in there. Alright, I'm not going to sit here and film all this because I want y'all to see it running. We're going to try to cut some wood maybe. I'm not sure if this one will be, but I'll let you know here shortly. Alright, we're going to throw the coil on here. I just thought about something. While I was telling y'all what I was doing, I was looking at the cylinder. And I have forgot something. I'm glad that nobody reminded me, other than myself. We have not done the upper transfers yet. I thought I had the cylinder done ported, and I do. I have the cylinder done ported the way I wanted the cylinder, except the upper transfers, because I was going to take those over to Brennan's and use his 90-degree grinder to do what I wanted to do. And I have not done that yet. So that really throws a damper on our fun, unless I just use the round D-burr to do it. I didn't really want to do it that way, but I may wind up having to. Of course, we ain't found everything we need yet to get it all put together, so I'm just going to keep clicking along here a little bit at a time. I'm just cleaning this up and trying to slap it on here. So, if you wonder what I'm doing now, I'm just spraying a little brake cleaner on this really yucky stuff and taking my thumb and kind of once over in it till it kind of breaks loose. Then I'll take the air hose and blow the rest of the goobly-gook off. Like this. And now we have a semi-clean, mostly. We can put this up in here. Trying to get the stuff all cinched up. We can make our, that goes on there like that. We're going to be able to put a little bit of slack into that. We'll tuck it in. I'll probably go behind the coil wire because it seems to fit better that way, I think. Just want to get the twist out of it. We'll go right down through there like that. And I'll cut that end off and put another one on it. So, yeah. Alright. Alright, then. Let me see what else we're going to do. Alright. Hopefully y'all can see this. I can't never tell because of the phone, but I got these little red insulated terminals. They're smaller than the regular spade. But we're gonna put this thing about right here. Let's give him just a hair more. You always have A little room to tuck it. Stretching it ain't the easiest thing in the world. I'm just going to cut that off there and use that pair of skinning pliers. I'm going to use this pair of crimpers here. Just going to slide that up on there. Give it I'll slide it up on there and give it a good crimping. If I can squeeze it. Alright, you want to act like that? We'll use these. These are the ones I normally use anyway. I was just trying to give it the benefit of the doubt. There we go. I know somebody's going to holler, well, them ain't the right ones. Them for non-insulated terminals. You would be correct. They are for non-insulated terminals. But they work great for insulated terminals. That looks like it's on there all the way. So now we got our wire on there. I don't know what the deal is with these. I've had these for a long time. They're just getting to be, and this is not a cheap pair of pliers either. This wasn't a super cheap pair. This was a pair off the tool truck, and I've used them for a good many years. They just have a problem with some of them good terminals. These right here, these pair of Kleins, they don't have no trouble. You squeeze them out and mush it. You squeeze them and they will smush it. Alright. Need to get around here to the other side, I reckon. We've got a good bit to do over here. And I see the oil pump drive is missing. Yep, the worm's gone. Alright, y'all. Let me find one. Alright, I found one. This one had a little wire on it right there on the end. So I just kind of tipped it down a little bit so it'd be kind of flat. Come on, get on in there. There we go. Make sure the oil pump ain't locked up before we go through all this like we did last time. And the oil pump was stuck, stripped the pinion. Come on. Sometimes things just don't want to work. Bushing. The bushing does not want to cooperate. So I'm going to cinch it back up there, push it back in there, and the oil pump pinion is stuck. What the heck? Well, that's going down in there. That won't come out. There it is. I didn't have it all the way down in there or something. These are the kind of things you run into sometimes. If you've been watching for a while, you might remember a while back I had one I put together and the oiler didn't work. And after I pulled it apart, I found out that the pinion was stripped. And why was the pinion stripped? Because the oil pump, if y'all see that dark brown oil in there, see it's stuck. Now, I want to pause it and do this, but brake cleaner oil pump. This happens sometimes when they set for a while, which this bottom end has been setting. It's been setting for a good little bit over in the corner. Just been waiting on the top end. And this oil will just get so dry, it just sticks it. And I'm trying to break it loose gently. There we go. There we go. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I'm just catching it and just barely moving it. Now see, if I'd have fired the saw up, it'd have stripped the pinion and the oiler wouldn't work. You see it's getting a little easier. Alright, I'm going to take a minute. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing right here. I'm going to keep spraying it and turning it, and I'll bring you back. Alright. It turns just fine now. I had to pull the tube out of it and blow it out and wash it out from the inside, but now it turns free. Like I said, that old oil, it just gets stiff. Yep, it's spin it now. If I'd have just left that on there and tried that, that would have sheared that pinion bigger than all get up. I'm just going to spray a little bit of this penetrating oil just down in there. That way it's got a little something laying in there. Keep it from being dry. There we go. All right. Looks good. Don't feel the best in the world, but it looks okay. Yep. All right. Hold on, man. All right. Dad come up here. Had to look at his starter for a minute. Then we're gonna have to wait for a little while. We'll have to. He's got a couple more pieces down there for another starter that he bought that won't quite fit. Then we're gonna have to use them for a little bit, because it keeps doctoring up that old starter, and that thing is it's just garbage. We fixed it so many times it ain't even a good starter no more for sure. It's for a case 210B if anybody happen to have one. Trying to get the trash out of this thing. It had a little bit of junk in it, which been sitting in that bag. Spray a little stuff on it, spin it, helps get the junk out of it. But I went ahead and put a new crank seal in it, and I didn't film it because Dad come up here. I wasn't going to stop just for that, because I'm trying to get this thing put together as much as I can. So I didn't stop. I just went ahead and went on. So we're gonna either the grease gun ain't greasing, which is probably the case. This is the darndest greased gun. It does not function properly. It hadn't since I got it. I don't know what's wrong with it. I know there's a hole in it now. It's like it gets air trapped in it. There, we're starting to get some grease Oh well. I think there was some wax or something in that hole in the back of it. Sure must go on. There we go. Got about everything here off of the saw that got smashed. I think I said that earlier. I know we're going to keep on till I got so much that we don't have room for nothing else. I don't think we're going to get it all done up today, but I wanted to get as much as I possibly could. I got the clutch on, got the chain brake on. I had to go find a chain brake spring because somebody had done a number on that one. This thing's bent a little bit. We're gonna take to the small hammer. See if we this might be a little bit of a see what kind of chance we got there. That thing is bent pretty good. How it's bent that much, I don't quite know, but we're gonna see what we can do with it. We're gonna take it and give the whole thing a slight tweaking. I don't remember exactly what it's supposed to look like. That's more better. I think this thing's supposed to have edge on it. Alright. Y'all see what I'm doing. Yep, I need something I can. Watching Fitzy's helped me out a bunch. I still yet got I need to take that down right there. I'll have to make something for that. Alright, I got him straightened out a little bit. It don't fit exactly perfect, but it's up in there real good. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. I gotta find my pull start cover. I need to find a rubber bushing to go in that center case right there. And this is the box of 372 stuff here. There's all kind of things hidden in here. There's a little. I forget that y'all can't see this sometimes. There's a little rubber buffer, little case buffer. I'm just trying to find something to hold it up there. But when you push down on it, it pushes down against the case. So, there we go. that's just the land of 372 carcasses over there. So we're going to take this, spread it a little bit. If we can get them turned up in there the right direction. This thing doesn't have to be on here, but it is a case dampener, so there it is. There she rubs. All right, let me go see if I can find a little bit more stuff for what we need. All right, I decided to heck with it. I'm gonna go ahead and stick it together. The timing's a little bit different than what I was after, but I'm curious to see what it'll do. I don't remember exactly what it is now. I've got it wrote down somewhere. Oh, don't do that. Dadgummit. Oil dripped out of the cylinder onto my sealer. We all know what happens when oil and sealer meet each other. It doesn't seal. So, let me get that off of there. It's always, I wiped the sealer off, so I'll just put a little bit more back on it. Because this one, it needs all the sealing it can get. For sure. See how this works out. For some reason, the oil wants to run right down that transfer port, right out the side, right onto the gasket sealer. It's all right. We'll get it to stop. I've got a good bit of oil up in there, probably just a shade too much. I'm gonna wipe that out. There we go. It's dripping right on the smallest spot where I need the most sealer. Figure that one out. Figure that one out. Come on. Oh, you confounded thing. For some reason, everything seems to be giving me a fit today. Everything I touch, everything I've worked on this morning. Baby girl gave me a heck of a time this morning. It's just been one of them days. Everything that can go wrong is going wrong. Right now I can't get the pulse line to go through. Usually I don't have a bit of trouble getting that through there, but for some reason today, luckily this was an X-Torque bottom end. I don't need all that hose. And it pulled off right there. You gotta be. I'm telling you. The devil is after me today. He's been giving me all kinds of trouble. What in the world? I ain't kidding y'all. I ain't even kidding. Oh. We're gonna get this on here. maybe. I didn't film a muffler mod, but there you go. And if anybody's gonna holler about me not filming it, watch yesterday's video, the one before this one, because I just done that exact thing yesterday. So I didn't figure there's no reason to film it 2 days in a row. So please don't fuss at me for not filming it. Go watch the video yesterday. Trying to trim this hose down. Get on there. See what I'm talking about? Everything. There we go. That's on there. Fuel line. Connected. Rubber dampener. In the slot. No throttle yet. No throttle. Because it's come out of the trigger. If you ever have one of these and your throttle doesn't work right down in here, casing comes out. There we go. Now we have throttle. Looks like we got a sealer all the way around. We got a coil wire that fits. Throttle that works. Had to fix the pull start cover. Oh yeah, I gotta put the chain brake on. I've got the thing on. Alright, let me go find my stuff. Well, as y'all can see, I got it stuck back there. I stopped for a minute. That's some persimmon pudding that Robin made for me. And it is very good. I just wanted to tell her because I know she's watching and she's gonna start giggling. I wish y'all could try this because it's good. But we're gonna put some gas in this thing, take it out there and crank it. So hold on just a minute. Here we go. I figured I better show y'all. I'm putting gas in it. Had to go get my giant water bottle. Put some water in me because I was getting thirsty. But there she is. I don't have a choke lever. I got to find one. Yeah, hopefully it will fire up. I didn't check that coil, so I don't know if it's any good or not. All I know is we fix to find out. Oh. Oh, mercy. I don't know what the screws on the carburetor's on. I'm just gonna give them just a little bit. See what happens. I flooded it to death. That's all. I ain't gonna fool with it no more. That carburetor's an aftermarket carburetor. Not the one I wanted. Alright. I got a few kinks to work out on it. So, y'all have a good day. Stay safe. Be kind to each other where you want to be treated. God bless. Bell Hopper out.